Hello my dear students, I warmly welcome you to CR Digital Classes. So in this lecture we are going to discussing another important method from that unit 4, partial differential equation. The last concept of unit 4 is partial differential equation. From that one of the subtopic linear equations of first order. Okay, linear equations of first order. So this is the last subtopic in your unit 4 and in your syllabus linear equations of first order. Already we discussed linear equations in ordinary differential equations. Now in partial differential equation, we are going to discussing the same linear equations of first order. Observe this question, Amma. This question repeated so many times, and this question also asked in the year 2023 June July question paper also. Very important and easy also. Solve x square minus y square minus z square into p plus 2xy q is equal to 2xz. Actually, this problem based on the Lagrange's linear partial differential equation. Okay, the last concept of your syllabus is Lagrange's linear partial differential equation. Don't get confused between Legenders. You also have in this unit Legenders linear equation, and also you have Lagrange's linear equation. Okay, so just see this question, Amma. First, we are going to discussing that what is that Lagrange's linear partial differential equation. We don't know how it will be, so that's why we are going to discussing that basic definition. Lagrange's linear partial differential equation. First of all, observe carefully. A linear partial differential equation of the first order is of the form P into P. Okay, capital P into small p plus capital Q into small q is equal to capital R. Whenever you have a linear partial differential equation of first order, in this form, P into small p plus Q into small q is equal to capital R, then that equation is called Lagrange's linear partial differential equation. Lagrange's linear partial differential equation, where capital P comma capital Q and capital R are functions of small x comma y comma z. Okay, where capital P, capital Q and capital R are functions of small x comma y comma z. If C1 and C2 are any two independent solutions of auxiliary equations. Now, to solve this Lagrange's linear partial differential equation, there should be some method. What is that method? Based on which method we are going to find the solution of this equation. That means here, if C1 and C2 are any two independent solutions of auxiliary equation. Auxiliary equation means whenever you have partial differential equation in this format, for this partial differential equation, auxiliary equation is dx by capital P is equal to dy by capital Q is equal to dz by capital R. That is the auxiliary equation. So here you can write auxiliary equation dx by capital P is equal to dy by capital Q is equal to dz by capital R. Then that means given partial differential equation, okay, given Lagrange's partial differential equation, first of all you have to convert into this form. After that, for that equation there exist two independent solutions. The first solution is C1 and second solution is C2. Then final solution we can write capital F of C1 comma C2 is equal to 0, or we can write C1 is equal to F of C suffix 2. Okay, so that is the required solution of Lagrange's equation. So this is the total explanation of that Lagrange's linear partial differential equation. For your examination purpose, you no need to write down this definition and no need to mention this total slide. For your understanding purpose only I explained. Why? Because we are going to discussing, this is the only problem based on this method. So that's why I explained the Lagrange's linear partial differential equation general form, definition, and there exist two independent solutions, auxiliary equation and final solution. Okay, so don't write the total thing in your examination, Amma. So now in your examination, if you get the same question, start the final solution from here. Okay, solution. Given equation is, instead of writing given equation, given Lagrange's linear, given Lagrange's linear partial differential equation is so therefore x square minus y square minus z square into p plus 2xy into q equal to 2xz. Okay, this total term will become capital P. This 2xy capital Q. This RHS 2xz is a capital R. Okay, so therefore it is in the format of P into capital P, sorry, capital P into small p plus Q into small q is equal to capital R. Okay, equation 1 is of the form of Lagrange's linear partial differential equation. Okay, where if you compare that equation number 1 with a general formula, then we can obtain that capital P value. Capital P is equal to x square minus y square minus z square. Capital Q is equal to 2xy and capital R is equal to 2xz. After comparison, after getting that capital Q, capital P and capital R values, to obtain the solution of equation number 1, okay, so we have to follow some steps, Amma. We have to follow some steps. What are those steps, Amma? First of all, write down given equation number 1 in auxiliary equation format. Whatever that equation you have in that problem, Amma, write down that equation number 1 in auxiliary equation or subsidiary equation format. Okay, so therefore given equation, auxiliary equation is nothing but Amma, dx by p equal to dy capital Q is equal to dz by capital R. So you know very well capital P, capital Q, capital R values are, substitute them in that subsidiary equation. You can also call it as subsidiary equation or you can also call it as auxiliary equation. Both are same. So therefore dx by this is the total capital P value and dy by this is the capital Q value and dz by capital R value. Take that equation number 2 is that subsidiary equation. Now, after taking equation number 2, Amma, for this equation, there exist two solutions. Two independent solutions, C1 and C2. Those two solutions we are going to deriving now. Consider the last two terms of equation number 2. You can take any two terms, Amma, but for the simplification purpose, last two terms are very easy, na? So just consider these two terms, last two terms of equation number 2. So dy by 2xy is equal to dz by 2xz. On both sides, 2 will get cancelled, x will get cancelled. That means 2x cancel on both sides. Write down the remaining values. So dy by y is equal to dz by z. It is clearly separable variable format only, na? Whenever you have separable variable, that means all y terms at one side and z terms at one side. Apply integration on both sides. Integration 1 by y dy is equal to integration 1 by z dz. So therefore, 1 by y integration value log y is equal to 1 by z integration log z and integration constant will be log c1. So therefore take log z value LHS, then log y minus log z is equal to log c1. In LHS it is in the format of log a minus b. Then you can write log a by b. So therefore log y minus z by log c1. Now on both sides cancel log. Then you can write y by z is equal to c1. Y by small z is equal to c1. Here c1 is a linear independent solution of the auxiliary equation number 2. Okay, c1 is the independent solution of that subsidiary equation or auxiliary equation number 2. So one solution we derived. Next we have to derive the second solution. To derive that second solution, now we are going to use that Legendre's multiples. Okay, so therefore now using x, y, z as the multipliers. In first unit we discussed the problem based on this method only. Okay, so the first unit last problem, very important method, this method only, Amma. So therefore where we discussed total differential equations, so based on this method only, dx by capital P is equal to dy by capital Q is equal to dz by capital R is equal to, by applying that Legendre's multiplier sum, x into dy. Here we are choosing them. Actually L comma M comma N are there, Amma. Okay, that actual equation is I will write here. Actual equation of this problem is, so dx by capital P is equal to dy by capital Q is equal to dz by capital R is equal to L dx plus M dy plus N dz by, okay, L into capital P plus M into capital Q plus N into capital R. This is the original equation. In that equation, here we are considering small l is equal to x, small m is equal to y, and small n is equal to z. Substitute these values in this equation. Okay, then you will get this value. In place of L, x dx plus y dy plus z dz by x into capital P, x square minus y square minus z square, plus y into capital Q plus z into capital R. Okay, so therefore in that value summa. So now instead of writing all these fractions summa, so you can write any fraction. That's why I clearly mention you each fraction. That means the total RHS value whatever we wrote in terms of LDX plus MDY plus NDZ, that value, that last equation is equal to each and every fraction in that LHS. So therefore each fraction is equal to x dx plus y dy plus z dz is equal to, multiply in the denominator of that equation amma. In the denominator if you multiply with those values, here you will get amma, multiply with x into x square minus y square minus z square means this is the value, x cube minus x into y square minus x into z square plus y into 2xy, okay, 2xy square plus z into 2xz, 2 into xz square. So therefore here you can apply that each fraction is equal to numerator x dx plus y dy plus z dz by, here you can see minus xz square plus 2xz square, you will get 1xz square. Okay, so therefore minus xy square plus 2xy square, you will get 1xy square and the x cube value. So that is the denominator, x cube plus xy square plus xz square. Now from the denominator take small x common amma. Here I wrote each fraction. If you take small x common, so take that small last fraction amma, where you have small x term. So therefore each fraction you can take any fraction amma, dz by 2xz. dz by 2xz, last fraction నేను తీసుకుంటున్నా, dz by 2xz is equal to x dx plus y dy plus z dz by, if you take small x common in the denominator amma, x into x square plus y square plus z square. On both sides x will get cancelled and write down remaining values amma, dz by, after getting x cancel amma, 2z is the denominator value and x square plus y square plus z square is the denominator value. Now by applying that separable variable method, అన్ని z terms అని ఒక వైపు, y terms అని ఒక, remaining terms అని ఒక వైపు కదా. So here if you apply that procedure అమ్మా, ఇక్కడ 2 ఉంది కదా, so here you have 2. ఈ 2 ని RHS side send చేసుకుంటే it goes to the multiplication. That means here you will get 2 into x dx plus y dy plus z dz. So in the next step amma, you will get dz by z is equal to 2x dx plus 2y dy plus 2z dz by x square plus y square plus z square. Okay, now this total numerator value we can write amma, 2x dx is there. 2x dx, how you can write? Differentiation of x square only na, x square differentiation 2x again dx. Next here you have second term amma, 2y dy. 2y dy, how you can write? Differentiation of y square only na, y square differentiation 2y and dy with respect to. Next 2z dz is there, how you can write differentiation of z square only na. So therefore simply here we can write one more step amma, dx square plus dy square plus dz square by denominator value x square plus y square plus z square. From numerator if you take small d common amma, d of x square plus y square plus z square by denominator value x square plus y square plus z square. In the numerator we have, if you take d common in numerator, d of x square plus y square plus z square by x square plus y square plus z square. Now you can observe here carefully, LHS as it is amma, dz by z is equal to RHS It is in the format of dx by x. Just to take this total term small x, and this total denominator value is also small x. Whatever it may be, if you have x square plus y square plus z square, just consider the total value as one variable small x. Then it will become dx by x. In LHS you have dz by z. Then you have in RHS dx by x. It is clearly separable variable format. So apply integration on both sides. Integration dz by z is equal to integration d into x square plus y square plus z square by x square plus y square plus z square. Here whatever the variable you have, that is the variable in the denominator. Then you can apply the formula integration 1 by z dz means log z plus log c2 integration constant. Here integration 1 by x, x means x square plus y square plus z square. So therefore log 1 by x square plus y square plus z square means log x square plus y square plus z square. Okay. So therefore now log x square plus y square plus z square, send this log z value to RHS amma, minus log z is equal to in RHS log c2. So therefore log a minus log b, log a by b, log of x square plus y square plus z square by z, it is equal to log c2. On both sides, if you cancel log amma, remaining values. So x square plus y square plus z square by z is equal to c suffix 2. So here c suffix 2 is here another linear independent solution of auxiliary equation number 2. Previously, by the direct taking last two terms of equation number 2, we got c1 value. By taking the last two terms of equation number 2, we got c1 value, that is the first independent solution of equation number 2. Now by applying the multipliers method, by taking x, y, z as multipliers, we got another independent solution, that is c2. Okay. These two solutions are solution for auxiliary equation only. So therefore the required solution of equation number 1, that is a Lagrange's linear differential equation, is given by, as I explained in the definition of my f of c1 comma c2 is equal to 0, or c2 is equal to f of c1, or c1 is equal to f of c2. Ikkada meeku c2 is equal to f of c1 kada, you can write c1 is equal to f of c2 also, no problem. Why? Because those two are solutions only na. So according to this equation, capital F of, write down c1 value y by z and comma c2 value x square plus y square by z square by z. Okay. So equal to 0. This is one solution. Otherwise, if you use the second equation, you can write in this format. C2 is equal to f of c1 ante, c2 ante entamma, x square plus y square plus z square by small z, and c1 ante f of c1 is nothing but f of y by z. So denominator lo unna z ni if you send to RHS amma, it will become the product. So that's why I wrote directly. So therefore x square plus y square plus z square. So therefore x square plus y square plus z square is equal to z into f of yz. So this is solution. Either you can write this one or you can write that one. Both are the final solution of the given Lagrange's linear partial differential equation. So in this format we can solve that the given differential equation. So very easy. Yeah? So this is the total explanation of this problem. I hope you understood this problem very well. So make a perfect practice, prepare well. In SIA publication differential equation material, you have a lot of problems based on this method amma. Okay. Just to practice all those problems. If you have any doubts, you can comment down in the comment section of that app. Okay. So this is K Veeres signing off from SIA publications. Thank you.